The Magnolia Bowl, often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know they survive and advance from here. A host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Well, guys, down here on the field before the game, it is absolutely insane. These Ole Miss fans are letting Lane Kiffin know just how angry they are that he left to take the LSU job. Now he brings his Tigers back into the Ole Miss Stadium, and it is hectic. There's a lot of noise, a lot of excitement, and a lot of energy down here. Not all of it is positive being directed at Lane Kiffin. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Coming out with it, it's Miller. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense in a bunch formation. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
They're dealing with a second and long.
214 close. 214 close. Move.
The play action fake. Here's a heat. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Right back to him on the ground. Snowed under by the defense.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Quickly to the tight end. Fights off a defender. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, how nice is it to have that kind of a weapon? On third down, I can throw it short of the sticks, and the big fella can catch the football, break a tackle, get upfield, be big and strong, and convert that third down.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Inside the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Berry. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback may change this route. Running inside. It's Lacy. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And that's a nice run by the running back. I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the running game. And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr., and they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad Chambliss is back throwing the ball, though. And he's one of those guys who can elevate the players around him, too. You're right. There's going to be some new faces, and it's going to be important from a chemistry standpoint that he and these guys are able to get on the same page very early on. But once everything starts clicking, this offense, man, they light up the scoreboard. And how much would you love it as a receiver playing with a quarterback like Chambliss?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. At the 45, on its way. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Obviously not to start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the Rebels will try to convert on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out, but really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Makes the grab. It's Cook. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Rush is on him. The throw. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. Looks as if we might have a change in the weather here to start the second quarter. Let's check in with Holly.
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter, there was some rain, but the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved. And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese said. It's like cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
To the air, it's Levin. Lets it fly. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. This is a designed run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Levin. Right on the money. At the 35, he's loose. It's a seam wide open. At the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Lacy. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. He's got it along the sideline. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Moving away from pressure. Lions on the move. Got a man. It's Alexander. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Snapped it in the shotgun. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone. Bad decision, poor throw. It gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
Absolutely center cut. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 23 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's Mississippi State in the throes of what is right now a major upset. It's early, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but this team believes and they could just pull this off. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start on the ground with Durham. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the 1st half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, 1st drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going. And that's exactly how they start this half.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Hall. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Maybe some room here. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. On first down, it's Durham again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Wilson open on the right side. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Gets away to his left. Fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes a grab in the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Skips away from pressure. Hit as he throws. He makes the grab. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch and coming up with a big play.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Under fire. It's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Run in the red zone. It's Lacy. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go right back to it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
Number 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, I think this quarterback just needs to do a better job working through his progression. Looked to me like he was trying to force that into his guy who was covered on the play. There were other people open.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Gonna run it. It's Hall. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run and run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Handoff, Caden Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels as their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Hall. Might have a chance. Runs it into the house. Touchdown LSU. The Tigers are back on top.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run.
Number 20, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He lets it fly. Brings it down on the right side. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I absolutely love the play call here. And why? Because, guys, they're backed up. You can be conservative, but this is the part of the field, man. The defense has to cover the entire field. So a lot of times they're aggressive, trying to get to you quick, but the whole field at your disposal. I love taking a shot, and they're rewarded, and they just flip the field position.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. There's the pressure. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Slings it downfield. Working the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient.
A shot toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They want that clock to run. Makes it past the marker. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. LSU just trying to run out the final moments. Takes the handoff. It's Hall. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of... It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.